I'm Ted Wendling, the plain dealer area and state correspondent, and I'm here to ask you a few questions about your program here. I understand you're the executive director here, and what we'd like to know is a little bit about the volunteer program. Well, I'd like to get some pictures while I'm here, up here, if you could. Well, I want to just some shots out of the theater here and talk to you for a few minutes about the volunteer program. My editor is interested in getting a story here. Okay. Could you give me a few things on the volunteer program?
Okay. What is this? Okay, what's the article going to say?
Well, on the theater as a whole, and we'd like to kind of get into there's a story that my editor has sent me out to find out a little bit about. It's about the decorations across the front here. He called them coffin lids or something.
Who said that?
Well, the editor. I said he gave me gave me an assignment. He said, go out and find out, is there any truth to this story about these representing people?
Absolutely not.
There is no?
That is started by my restorer, and that is absolutely not true.
Oh.
This same decor you will find all across the United States if the theaters are still standing. There's one exactly like it in Indiana.
I see. Okay.
Okay, so it does not represent coffin lids. In fact, that's pretty gruesome for a theater, don't you think?
Yes, that's what I thought when I first heard this story.
Yeah.
They said tornado victims or something like that.
No, this theater was built 4 years after the tornado. Okay, the tornado was in 1924.
1924.
The theater was built in 1928 by a totally different company whatsoever that had any interest in Lorain, Ohio before that point. In fact, it was a Warner Brothers theater.
I see.
Okay.
And, well, I said, he's onto this, and he says, get a story if you can, see what there is to it. There's nothing to it at all.
No, in fact, the person who has started this damn rumor is the guy who does the restoration. And don't ask me where he dug that piece of garbage up. But it's the most gruesome thing I have ever heard of.
Yeah, it would seem to be, yeah. I said,
and the thing of it is, I think I have a black and white flyer of a theater out of Fort Wayne, Indiana or something that was standing, I don't know if it still is, with the same identical proscenium arch.
Okay, and so, well, he wants some kind of a story on the thing, and I'll say, I can, okay, you said in Indiana, same thing.
And it was the same thing, and I think that if you checked, because it was a type of theater that was, this was reproduced all across the country.
Right.
Difference being that they didn't put a balcony. The only thing I know of that spins out of the tornado, okay, is that they built this out of brick and mortar with 2-foot thick walls instead of wood, like the theater down the street. Okay. And then the company that owned the theater down the street, they replaced their theater. They built another theater on the spot.
Right.
But the walls are 2-foot thick. Also, you notice there's no balcony in here.
Right.
Because most of the people that were killed in the tornado were trapped in the balcony. And there were a lot more than what you can count right here on these so-called symbols of coffin lids. That is so damn grotesque.
But you say it was your restorer that got the whole thing started.
Yeah, thanks to him. You know how artists are.
Right, yeah, very touchy and temperamental.
They get these stupid, god-awful ideas, and it sounds like he probably called for a publicity stunt.
Well,
I had one guy in here call the Journal that somebody had fallen off a scaffolding when they were cleaning out the event work and they wanted free publicity. And a journal photographer comes flying in here wanting to know what the accident was.
Okay.
You get my... So it's like,
right. The whole thing is yeah, the restorer wants his name in the paper.
Right. Yeah. Right.
That idea, anyway.
I think that's what we're getting at, but there is no truth.
Well, yeah. Okay. Maybe we can build something around. Yeah, about him. Yeah, not looking for maybe a little, not mentioning any name, but rumor started by Restore.
I wouldn't put that, but
rumor started by someone in close to theater.
But it's totally false.
False rumor, I said, but okay, maybe we can put together a little piece then. I got some pictures here, and I said, showing them, and the arch and the whole thing here, and I said, maybe from there, I said, we can get something anyway. Is there anything else you'd like to tell me about the theater itself, the program, the whole thing?
What do it's like, we could sit and talk for an hour about how long we've been here. I mean, we've been here for almost 10 years now.
Right, okay.
And it's totally funded by the community.
10 years, right, community, okay.
Funded,
funded.
So we've been here since 1977. And is that John Baumgartner? I'm gonna kill you. Is this true?
Yes.
A while ago, we at 2020 received an anonymous letter saying that Mr. Mouse, Mr. Mickey Mouse, would be kidnapped on his way to Lorain at that very spot. For political purposes, 2020 was asked to have their cameras present. Our only regret is that we didn't inform the authorities at the time, for if we just maybe, this terrible tragedy could have been prevented. But it did happen. And our 2020 cameras